I'm going to sell him. I just don't know where I'm going to sell him. Your time is coming, mister. Okay, so I'm here at the shop today, and I have 27 eBay listings already scheduled. It's Tuesday. 27 already scheduled. I could basically just say, okay, I'm done. I don't have to do anything today. I could do that, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to continue to photograph things and get things listed. My goal is to get some recent stuff listed so that I can start pumping out the sold videos again. Get Brandon back to work. Like, hey, Brandon, let's get some sold videos out, because I realize you guys are asking for sold videos, and I'm like, what's preventing me from doing this? And I think what's preventing me from doing this is when I put out a sold video, I like to have everything from that video sold. And what's happening is, since we got backed up on processing and getting stuff listed, I'm just like picking things from this video and one thing from this video. And so I'm not selling everything from one video. It's just like 2 things from here and 1 thing from here. And so what I need to do really is just like grab a bunch of stuff from one video, sell all of that, and then I could put out a sold video. So that's what I need to focus on. I need to focus on, like, stop worrying about a video from 3 weeks ago and getting that sold video up, and just, okay, last week's videos, what did I pick up? Let's get it listed, let's get it sold, and then we can do a sold video. Let's get it done. That's what I really need to focus on. So that's what I'm going to do today. Ashton has a doctor's appointment at 1 o'clock. That was the only appointment they had. His throat is still not great, so I have to take him to the doctor's for his throat. And today I was going to go filming, but that's not going to happen. So I'm going to spend time at the shop this morning and get as much done as I can. Obviously eBay listings, and then I think I'm going to price some stuff for the booth, because we're doing booth this week and I need to have stuff priced. Jesse will be in probably very soon. He doesn't have to be in until 10 o'clock, but he usually shows up an hour early. So he's probably going to show up soon to start packing packages. And yeah, so that's the plan for today. You guys are welcome to tag along, or you can skip this video. I know some of you are like, the shop videos are my favorite, and some other people are like, I hate the shop videos. But I try to give you guys variety, okay? I try to mix it up, give you a little bit of everything. So anyway, let's head in. Here we go. I need you to tell me, is that a flat tire? Because I noticed it yesterday, and I sent a picture to Andrew, and I'm like, Andrew, I think my tire is flat. And he's like, is your flat tire light on? And I'm like, no. He's like, then you should be okay. And I'm like, I think that's flat. I mean, it's not like completely flat, but I think that's flat. Look at it. Look at this one. I think that's flat. I mean, yeah, my wheel is crooked right now, but I think that's flat, or at least like almost flat. Shelby was in yesterday, as you can see. Busy at work, processing stuff. It's looking good. Fantastic. Andrew has been working over here, organizing his stuff, which means I should probably start organizing my stuff. He's inspired me. He's got a pile of boxes here. These are all his boxes. We're going to be moving these boxes into the back closet for now, and then once the shop is a shop, we'll pull from these for inventory. I mean, I think a lot of it is, what does he have in here? This is all like the manly stuff. I don't even know what he's got in here, but he's got stuff. And then over here is comic books and regular books and all sorts of stuff. Like, I mean, pretty much like this whole corner is Andrew. And then that whole corner is me, basically. And then over here, this whole section right here is the clean out we did. A few mannequin friends over there. I You guys occasionally spot them in the video and you're like, what is that? They're really creepy and lifelike. And Andrew just felt the need to buy them at auction. And I'm like, why would you do that? I don't understand. We have no need for them except to just have them hang out, you know? Not feel so lonely around the shop. We have friends now. It's coming along. These are empty. Those are empty. I mean, technically, this section right here is the only section that's going to be shop section. So, we'll get there. By the end of 2023 was my goal. So, I mean, it's only January 31st. We've got months to make this happen. So, I collected a few items here. This one turns out to be Linwood Pottery from Almond, New York. I think it was Almond. I didn't know there was an Almond in New York. So here's where I'm at. Snapping a bunch of photos of stuff that was in more recent videos rather than, you know, going back and trying to catch up, which I think is good. I'll do the more modern stuff and then I'll go back and I'll try to catch up. That's my plan for now. Plans may change, but that's what we're doing. So I have the Chihuahua. This whole place. This, which turns out is not Pier 1. In the video, I thought maybe this is Pier 1. Dale Tiffany, does that sound right? I think somebody commented that this was not Dale Tiffany. It's not the important Tiffany. It's the other one, Contemporary Tiffany. The one that doesn't sell for very much. It still sells, but you know, it's contemporary and made to sound fancy, like the Tiffany that's really important. That's what this is. But the reason I like this is just because of this green rope that's tied around the neck. If it didn't have that, I probably would have left it on the shelf, to be honest. But there was just something about the contrast there with the teal blue and the green, and I was like, I like that. Stylistically, it's nice, so I bought it. Ellie Smith Bird. This thing, I think I actually maybe bought this when I bought that face. I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. All these down here were buy it nows that I did the other day. Most of which are listed. I think the only things I didn't get listed yet, still working on, are Restaurant Wear and the Villeroy and Bach. My phone's ringing. I finally pulled this antique slate off the shelf, and I thought this was pretty cool. Check this out. I didn't realize it when I bought them, but they are actually connected. So those are one set, I guess. I didn't know they did that. I didn't know that they actually had them connected, but those are super cool. So I'm going to sell those ones as a set. And I was debating, the reason they've sat for so long is, again, just trying to decide whether or not to do auction or buy it now. And I think I've decided to do auction. This one is the one that says P.S. Stambaugh. And I thought that was a student's name, but a lot of you in the comments suggested it stands for public school. So this one would just be by itself. You can see some of the cotton is coming off the edge there. These are just super neat. I was so excited when I found these. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, those were like the find of the day for sure. I just love finding pieces of history like this. Super cool. So, all right. I'm going to get these listed. And then I'll get back to you guys when I find something else cool. Just realized I'm snapping photos of this. I think that says P.S. Stambaugh Jr. Right? Stambaugh Jr. So I don't know if that stands for public school or if that's actually their name. I don't know. It's up for debate now. Because there's definitely something after that. I think it's a JR, like Junior. Anyway. Alright. I just wanted to point out how gorgeous these look against a black background because I'm photographing them and I'm like, wow, look at that. I'm still convinced these are probably Victorian. I'm going to go with that. I'm also taking photos of this silver crest basket. And this, which has been sitting on the shelves forever and ever, mostly because it's got some condition issues. So if it didn't have condition issues, I would probably list it buy it now. But because we've got a few issues here, I'm going to list it up at this auction. There's cracks here and here. The clasp is damaged. There's oxidation on the metal. But for a display piece, it would still work. It's a Vector's block. That was an auction piece. So I've got those photographs. Spoon rest. So I'm sitting here on my stool, my free stool that I didn't pay $125 for. And I was looking through my YouTube comments, and someone commented on my vases and said that they were Goofus glass, which I thought was really interesting because I'm like, Goofus glass? What? We don't like Goofus glass, right? But no, look at this. Let's see if we can get it to focus. You know it hates it. It hates to focus. So Goofus glass molds are actually really nice. I would have never known. Here's a Vaseline glass. Look how pretty that is. Gorgeous. All right. We figured it out. We solved the mystery. So it probably is Victorian. Yeah, look, 1880s. I nailed the time period. Just didn't know the maker. I think that's a correct assumption that it's Goofus glass. I don't like the reverse. I don't like the painted stuff. The painted stuff is too much for me, but that mold with the florals and the clear glass. It's funny. You start scrolling down and the price drops as it gets painted, but at the top, there's no painting on it. Well, I take that back. That one's got some painting on it, but those are really pretty. So, all right, there you go. Okay, I feel like progress was made on the shelves. I snapped some photos of Buy It Nows as well. And there's really not a whole lot of stuff out front as far as eBay goes. So I'm catching up. This is a good thing. I'm catching up. Pretty much everything on this cart is photographs here. I think I got a little ahead of myself with photographing. So some of the stuff you saw me photograph today, if you don't see it in this week's auction, it may spill over into next week's auction. So don't get discouraged if you're like, oh my gosh, I saw that, I wanted it. Just check back next Tuesday. My auctions run Tuesday through Sunday. It's a 5-day auction. I start everything at $4. And then I also run Buy It Nows. So like things down here. Buy It Nows, and I just sprinkle the Buy It Nows in throughout the week when I have time. So auctions are Tuesday through Sunday. That's why you don't see any auctions when you check my eBay on Mondays. And you're like, oh my gosh, she doesn't run auctions anymore. I do. I still run auctions. They run 5 days. So they're not there on Monday. And they're not there Tuesday in the morning either. I have over here, I photographed this fused glass plate finally, and this. I think what else? I got this listed as a Buy It Now this week. The lamps I got listed as a Buy It Now. I've been listing Buy It Nows. I'm getting them up and listed. This guy right here, I've been thinking about him. Not this. Still haven't decided if I want to sell this. That's why it's sitting here. Don't know. I'm like, do I want to keep this? Do I want to sell this? I'll just hold on to it until I make my decision. But this guy, I need to make a decision on him soon. I'm going to sell him. I just don't know where I'm going to sell him. But your time is coming, mister. So, all right. Andrew's bringing me coffee, which I think is very nice. But mostly it's just because the contractors are working on the house right now and he can't make coffee, so he has to go to Dunkin'. And he's like, well, I'll just drop off coffee, I guess. Very nice, Andrew. I've decided that I'm going to list these as a Buy It Now. Oh my gosh, I was so excited when I walked in and spotted these. Oh gosh, I did just realize that this one may have had feet, because there are 3 areas here on the bottom where you can see like the pot metal. It is pot metal, but it is pot metal, and then it's like coated in this gold tone, so it looks really nice. I just love the birds. Even the perfumes have the birds inside. Now the perfumes are huge, but they have these little vials that stick up in here. In this case, the vial has fallen out, and I don't know how you would get it back in there. You'll see the vial here. The vial's fallen out. Over here, the vial is still inside. But I don't know how you would open that up to get the vial back up in there. So that's just how it is, unfortunately. Vial's just hanging down in there. So there is some as-is conditions, but they're just absolutely stunning. like, I don't know, part of me is tempted to keep them, but the rational side of me is like, this isn't your style at all, Jocelyn. Why would you want to keep these? I'm like, you know what? Rational self, you're right. This isn't my style, but it has birds on it. So I don't know. I'm gonna move them along. They're absolutely gorgeous, and I got to have them for a while, and now it's time to find them a new home. So I got this pretty lady listed. It's weird. I tried to do a quick search on her, and I couldn't find anything like it. That could be a good thing. I thought she was just really cool. She's got full burr on the bottom. It's a good pottery, so I'm optimistic about this one. Got this photograph. This is probably going to be buy it now. I did notice one of the little knobby things is reattached, unfortunately. Snap photos of this. I haven't looked up comps on this yet, so I don't know buy it now or auction. I ran out of cart space. That's why stuff is flowing over onto these shelves. These buy it now. Those are the Le Creuset. I'm just gonna say it fast so it sounds right. And then the custard cups, which I was actually surprised at what those are worth. Found them on Worth Point. They're McCoy, early McCoy with that shield mark. So, all right. That's where we're at. I moved some Easter onto the shelf here at eye level. So I'm like, hey, Easter's coming. I should list this stuff. Eye level. Also, this is so much fun. I didn't actually realize there were little bunnies running across it. I think there were only 2 eggs in here when I bought it. I hope I didn't lose an egg. That was Goodwill. That was really exciting when I found that at Goodwill. So, I'm going to start pricing stuff for our booth because one of our goals this week is to get fresh stuff into the booth. I really want to rehaul the entire booth, move big pieces of furniture out and big pieces of furniture in. I don't know if that's going to happen this week, but I'm going to be moving more smalls in. By smalls, I mean bigger smalls that I don't want to ship on eBay. The booth did really good this month. I think we broke $1,000 on the booth. A lot of that had to do with Andrew's coins though, because he really stepped it. Like I've said before, a booth, and those of you who sell in a booth space know, you have to put the effort in. You have to restock, you have to go in, you have to, rearrange things. Like you have to put the effort in order to reap the rewards. And I did not put the effort in this month, but Andrew did. He was constantly going in and moving coins in and rearranging things. And so the $1,000 we made had a lot to do with his coins. So I can't take credit for that. But I'm going to work on it right now. I'm going to start pricing some stuff. So unfortunately, my carts are all filled up. Oh, wait. No, they're not. I think Jesse just emptied a cart. Let's go see if we can steal it. I feel like this perfume bottle must be cursed. This perfume bottle is cursed. We sold it on Whatnot, and then it got canceled. And now it was on eBay, and it wasn't paid for yet. Yet. I say yet because there's still time for it to be paid for. But I'm like, Jesse, why is that still there? He's like, I don't know. It wasn't on my list. That's why. Okay. I gotta put this. There's a few other things that weren't paid for yet down here. So all this has to go on the shelf. And then I'm going to use this cart. These are pottery craft. I think that's why it threw me off whenever I first saw these, and I'm like, oh yeah, those are, I forget what I called them. But I think they're treasure craft. I think a lot of you in the comments are like, those are treasure craft. Because I misidentified those in the video. But yeah, they're marked pottery craft. And the lid, that's why the lid didn't fit right, because that's the lid. So I think I'm going to move these into the booth. Canisters sell well for me out of the booths. Now, if you remember from that video, this one has a boo-boo right there. Planters. Since it's almost spring, right? I mean, we're almost, well, we are through January. Tomorrow will be through January. I think planters. Get a jump start on spring. There we go. I have a problem with planters. I buy them and then I'm like, just hold on to that for a little while. Like this one. I love the color of this one. That's a pretty color. You know what? You can stay there. Maybe we'll sell you on eBay. Don't move. This was always intended for the booth. Yes. Alright. Do I have any more coffee left? No, there's just like, it's that last little bit of coffee that gets cold, you know, and I'm like, how badly do I want it? That I want like a mouthful of cold coffee. I don't want it that badly. I feel like I'm gonna wait until Andrew gets here with the hot coffee. We'll just set it aside and I'll just wait. Okay, what else do we want to put in the booth? Decisions. I feel like this little guy can go, but he needs a bath. He needs some magic eraser. Let's go see if we can fix him. Gotta wait for the water to get hot, but look at that. He's already looking better. I don't know, now that he's all cleaned up and looking snazzy, I kind of want him for eBay. He's so cute. Look at him. Yeah, buddy, I think you're gonna go find a home on eBay. Maybe that's Perry sculpture. And Perry sculpture? Pretty sure I got that one at the Goodwill. Penn State Lions. We will sell that in the booth. Right? Is that what they're called? I think when I showed you guys this, you're like, that's not even what they're called. I don't know. I don't follow that stuff anyway. All right, well, this is as far as I got as far as getting stuff onto the cart to price. Now I have to go and take Ashton to the doctor, but I'm going to revisit this either today or a few days from now, and I'll bring you guys back and we'll pick up where we left off. But this is how far we got. Not very far. But we'll be back.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see